Okay. Let's see now. Is everything working? I cannot tell. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. It looks as though things are working, and I can see a chat if anything happens. Cool. All is well. All is well. Let me go back to this. It's more important than that. Alright. Time for a stream, I guess. And what this one is just I needed to make a monster, and figured I might just try to stream it. Why not? Don't worry. Videos will be are still being made, and the next one I'm hoping will be done at the least 2 weeks. We'll see. It's an animation video, and it'll take some time to make. But for now, here we are. I hope you can hear everything all right, and I hope the music isn't too loud. So we have ourselves today a drawing, a sketch, a little doodle that I made of a monster that I wish to make in the PS1 retro gaming style. Okay, let's see. I have a height measurement here, but I mean, I guess I could just have this. All right. Let's see what I want to do, how I want to make this thing. I'll probably just start with the torso, work my way down. Let's see. Do I want that, or do I want to start with you? Let's start with, actually, we'll go with the cube. A cube will be the best. Let's see, how do I wish to do this? Should probably... let's just get rid of these faces. I don't really think I'll need them. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I still have my... Yes, I want this. Show. I forgot how this thing works, actually. I downloaded this thing to... It's supposed to help, but I forgot how this works. Where are you? Where are you located? Are you on? Hold event history. I completely forgot how this thing works. I got this thing specifically for my tutorials, but hold status. Wait, are you anywhere? Oh, since I have time, I mean, of course I have time. What? Oh, here it is. I bet that's it. Nope. Okay, so origin. I cannot get this thing to work. Oh, well, that's gonna be. Hey, oh, good. There you are. Bloody hell. Okay. That's better. Boom. Now everyone can see what I'm doing, including the messages that I will not be writing. Okay, that's better. And for now, I don't really need you. Wait. Yeah, cube, let's put you in here. Let's just put you in there as well. Size monster. No, I want you in there. Monster. Perfect. Yep. Very empty chat. Yes, it is. Well, welcome. You are the first. Okay, now the hardest part of all of this is always just getting started. And all the mistakes. Not a fan of that. Hello, they're always looking, always interested in these kinds of things, looking forward to see how this creature is made. Oh, hi there. And another lurker. Hello, everybody. Yeah, the most difficult part is always just getting started. Every single time. Try 6. Let me see. Oops. Yeah, I'll be starting with the chest first. And let's see. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Arms could go right there. Back could probably stand to be just a little flatter. Oh, thank you. I cannot read the name, so I will just give a butchered English translations. Baronethan. I know that's not how it's said, but thank you. Okay. Baronethan. I like that translation though. I like it. Anyway. All right. So that would be probably a pretty decent start for a chest. Now let's just bring her up. Yeah, once we get a good swing of things, this will go a whole lot faster. Maybe. Close it off for now. It's actually kind of funny. Most people that I've ever seen doing any type of modeling like this, they'll always have like two sides. They'll have a front side and a side view of their model, but I don't know. I've just always tended to just do it like this, kind of a stream of consciousness type deal. Probably technically not the best practice, but it works. Kind of looks like some kind of course. And let's see. Valentin is your name. I like both. Okay, let's see, where are we? Probably still have his back. Let's see. Oh yeah, back to the corpse comment. Yeah, I'd say so. An insectoid-looking corpse thing. I was thinking, how in the world can I make this just a slight bit more disgusting than this would be in real life? Of course, with weird bug things growing out of them. That's pretty gross. That's pretty disgusting. Ah, darn it. Wait, why did you not grab? Why did you not grab? There you go. Let's try that. And that should be fine for now. Move that back. Alright. More likely to be building this in pieces today. Actually, yeah, when it comes to, like, say, the arms and pretty much every limb, they'll all be segmented. But for now, flex-wise, there is no flex at all. Try that for now. Oops. Okay. Okay, that should be fair enough. And he's actually skinnier here. All this down. One more bend point, and then I think we'll be pretty much in the go. Still it's thinner. Okay. As I start for the torso, that's probably fine. Is this a... Let's see, is this a one-off project, or is it going to be part of your game corporate entity? An interesting question there. This will not specifically be a part of corporate entity. What I'm going to make... A fun fact about corporate entity, it's currently at the moment halted. I say it's kind of halted. I'm at the moment I'm working on something for the channel. Just something special that I wanted to do because, you know, I found myself very thankful that anyone at all liked any of the stuff that I was making, and everyone seemed really happy to. They really enjoyed it. So I thought, what could I make that everyone would really like? I know that's pretty you know, like weird answer, but yeah, this is part of that. It's part of that project. More will be divulged. I don't know, like 3 or 4 months, however long it takes. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. I don't know if you ever read. Let me bring this thing close to me. Kafka. Let's see. I did one of his books. I don't think I have. It looks like he woke up in the middle of. It looks like he woke up in the middle of progress. But no, I don't believe I've ever read this book before. I'll have to look that up then. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, not the best answer I've given, but it's there. Amen. This is amazing. Well, thank you. All right, that's where we were. Crap, where are we? Hips are there. Let's see. It's cool that you're making it, man. It's inspiring for someone like me who has been dreaming about making my own game. I keep thinking I can't possibly. Dude, the best thing to do is just to jump in it. Especially if you're a solo game dev. Let me address that real fast. There's a lot to learn. It takes a lot of time to do it, but it is very fun and very rewarding. In fact, just getting anything to work in general is insanely satisfying. I changed on another program. So yeah, we'll come on. Oh, invisible warrior there. That's high praise. So thank you. I am blushing. I must ignore chat. Back. Work. Must work. Anyway, yeah. The best thing to do if you want to do any game design stuff is really just to do it. Inevitably, you will make mistakes. I make them every single day, especially when it comes to AI. I recently just found out that one of the AIs that I was working, well, it chases the player. It doesn't follow the rotation. Will you ever put your content on Gourmand? Are you one of... Wait. Not Gourmand. What is this? Gumroad. Content on Gumroad. What is that? Let's see. Shoulder. Yeah, shoulder. Move this down here. Shoot. There you go. I'm assuming that's a place to put finished games. If I'm wrong, yeah, please correct me. But at the moment, I'd probably just put things on, what is it called? itch.io, especially demos. It's a place where people sell their tutorials. Oh, okay. I've thought about it. I really have. It's just at the moment. Hold on. View the whole industry or sell, give the stuff. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello there, Less Survivor. I've thought about putting out charged tutorials. I think like on Skillshare or something. Why are you not extruding? What's going? Oh, because I'm not. Oh, hold on, that's weird. One moment. Why are you not extruding? There you go. I don't know. It's just something I guess I just don't really feel like doing at the moment. I have two ways to think about it. You can charge for someone to teach you, but you could also do it for free. Well, there's nothing wrong with charging for teaching anyone. It just I'm kind of stuck between would I prefer to do free content for quite a while, or work on something that is when you're doing something like for YouTube. You have more. You can pretty much release things sequentially. But when it comes to like paid content, it's like a big chunk. So I guess maybe some of it's just personal laziness. But there's also I'm not. I don't know if I'd really personally be ready for doing something like that. I don't know. It's a weird answer, but yeah, that would be getting there. I don't know, man. There are so many people who are just insanely good. There's one guy that I know that I've been watching for a while. It's just one of them. I can never get his bloody name right. His names unfortunately elude me. Give me a second. Danny Arcadia. The amount of effort, introduction to videos and animations and stuff. Oh yeah. It's funny. When first starting to do any of the YouTube content, there was one guy who I really wanted to emulate. How's this arm doing? Perfect. And that was Blackthorn Prod actually, and I love that guy's stuff. Watching his stuff was always so entertaining. I tried to copy it, but making it was insanely boring. You could make them available for down. Interesting. Your live streams could be there for download, so we can watch them offline. My internet sucks. Interesting. Danny is awesome. Just watch his live stream too. Yeah, so did I. Wait. Are there ways that I think there are ways that you can download YouTube videos actually. I think it's like a third party thing. I know that's what I do for my job. It's specifically for downloading what's it called? Facebook videos. Because by day, I'm an audio tech. That's what I do. I make sounds. Let's see. Okay, that forearm. Let's see how that would actually work if I was to. Am I familiar with the Unity engine? Yes, indeed. That is my engine of choice, actually. I've been using that ever since my TSTC days, which I went to TSTC for game design, which, by the by, were not really the best use of time and money. But the best thing that I ever got out of that degree was actually meeting my wife. The degree itself, no, not at all. Some people might find it very useful, but not I. I actually found far more value in just watching free stuff online than I did ever at school. But yeah, Unity was the engine that we used, and that's the one that I'm actually currently using at the moment. I thought about switching to Godot at one point, but I'd rather not. I would totally pay a complete course for. Go back up. I'll totally pay money for a complete course making Resident Evil Silent Hill games. Modeling, texturing, riggering, all that cool stuff. And let me get to this next one. Do shader. Okay, we'll start with the first one. I understand, and I actually thought about doing the exact same thing when I got back into this. Mainly the reason I didn't follow that path was lack of money, personally. But I have no idea how to respond. Okay, we'll just close this off for now, and we'll come back to the hands in a bit. And then there was other one. Do you use a shader created by someone else, or do you create your own shader? Yeah. One day I do. Probably near the. I will start getting into making shaders around the end of like production with corporate entity. But at the moment, I'm actually using a PS1 shader. Shoot, let me see if I can find it. Be gone. Yeah, I found it on YouTube actually. I can't remember who the guy was, but his shader. Go away, all of you nasty political stuff. Who's watching crap on my computer? Let's see, PS1 shader. I don't care. Go away. Where was it? There was a specific one that I found. And then there's a link in the description. I really do like this shader. It's free and it works pretty well. Where'd it go? Where are you? Let me say Unity. I spell everything. Box. Where is it? Alright, if I can't find it in like 10 seconds, then I will just go. 5, 4, 3. Oh, there's corporate entity. 2, 1. I'll have to find it later and post it somewhere. I cannot find it at the moment. Let's go back to this. But yeah, it's not my shader, but I'll probably be making one of my own eventually. I just let Dan Arcadia know that you mentioned him. He'll love that. Good. Also, the PS1 type game with hidden horror might be good with these graphics. Yeah, PS1 horror. Fantastic. Yeah, these graphics really do serve perfectly well for that sort of thing. All right, back to focus. That will probably work fine. Actually, let's move it up further. Let Bones take care of that. And for now, I'm just gonna leave this arm kind of off to the side like so. It's fine. I'll angle them probably in a bit. I just kind of want to leave them here. I should probably label these two: torso, arm, top. Yeah, Danny. Awesome dude. Never met him in real life, of course. We live on two separate sides of the planet. But we've talked a few times, off and on. I think it was on social media. I think it was him. I know we've talked before. And also on one of his streams as well. Good guy. Really talented. Yeah, he actually got into all this at an opposite end from where I did. I started off on the artistic side of game dev. Because back in the day I thought, there's no way in hell I'll ever be able to do any programming, because that's for like hyper smart people. Which is kind of true. Kind of true, I guess. But not exclusively so. It's kind of a straight line. So I just went with the art side. And then, I want to say, I think it was like 2 years ago, I just decided, well, I can't break in the industry for several reasons. And no one else that I know is wanting to really help with coding, so I'll just learn it myself. Well, he, on the other hand, he started with coding and then worked his way to the art side. I thought that was kind of interesting. Just kind of the same but different. As far as I understand. Editing, editing, editing. Lots of editing. Let's do that. So I didn't hear you. The shader on the Unity. Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. The shader is on the Unity or is other game engine modding program? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Let me bring my mic closer. As an audio tech, this is a shame. How can no one hear me? Yeah, no. I found that shader online. Let me see if I can't look one more time. This might be by the same guy actually. Yeah, I was just looking for shaders online because I don't know how to build shaders, and I found this. I found an example. Oh, hey Danny. And I just plugged it in. It's a Unity shader, but I see if I can find it. Let me switch up these words. Unity. Let's see. I'm a marketing guy. I also got background design, but I suck at maths and therefore always told myself I probably won't be able to learn coding. Lol. But Blender, I can learn. You can technically learn both. If you're not like really in tune with math, it can be a bit more difficult because coding itself is a very logical process. Well, the art side is not, but it's doable. It just may take a bit more time. There you are. I hope I didn't scream in your ear. By the way, this guy, Game Retro Studio. All right, so it's this guy's shader. Excuse me while I click on. Yeah, shush. And the link should actually be in here. Really good shader. Really good shader. In fact, I did some quick tests. I pulled up like an old PS1 game to see how accurate it is. As far as I can see, it's very accurate. Try this PS1 shader. Download. Free. Unity Godot. Is there a link? But anyway, yeah, this is the one that I'm using. As far as I can tell, it's pretty accurate. Although, because it's so accurate, for first person, it kind of sucks. Because it stretches everything, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. But it'd be nice to have a bit more control. But at least it's accurate. You stop. Stop. There you go. Legs. Now, how am I going to do these legs? Especially when it comes to texturing. Let's move these up. I could either deform these or not. The biggest question of the century. Do I build a deformable leg or do I keep doing sections? Let's just deform it. I'm so used to just deforming everything that it's kind of like second nature. You just mentioned the video you already found. Oh, the title is the same. Oh, okay. I guess you technically found it first. Cool. Okay, now... I know I can read mine. Let's see. That should be fine. Alright, yeah, the way the mesh is, I should have enough room to bend that. I kind of wanted to do more segmented stuff, but I'm just so used to deforming everything, it's just kind of more natural for me. There you go. Yeah, I save like crazy. Actually. My saving habits actually came from Morrowind, which, curious if anyone's actually played that game. I'm going to assume yes, but just in case. Yeah, I played it, way back in the day. Probably one of the first releases where it was just unbelievably buggy and had a nasty habit of crashing every 5 seconds. Just about. So I got in a habit of like every 5 minutes or so just saving. And that never stopped. That habit has never, ever, ever gone away. To where a lot of friends and family like to point that out. So have you saved enough, Michael? Are you saving enough? And I tell them, no. It's going to crash. Whatever I'm working on right now, it's going to crash. Inevitably, it's going to crash. And it's still not enough. Okay, let's see. Go away. Bring this down. That should be fine. We'll counterbalance heal. Let's bring this in. Let's change those vertices. Oops, nope, no, whatever that was, don't do that. Come on. I need you in the right place. Let's see. If you're using Windows 10, it has an update. Yeah, it's a good habit. Good habit, yep. Yes, it is. It has saved me so many times when things have actually crashed. For playing it nowadays, which, yeah, I still play it nowadays. I actually have it on my Mac, oddly enough. Open the open version. I think it's open. Where are you? Go away. Go away. Where are you? Oh, there's Daggerfall. There you are. I think it's like Open Morrowind. Yeah, it's Open Morrowind. Unfortunately, all the fun glitches, cheats, I don't know, some of the fun quirks are no longer there. So, like, say, if you want to become immortal, or let's just say insanely strong, really, insanely strong, you could make a spell in the older versions where you can exploit the spell system to do just that. It was absolutely beautiful. You cannot do that in this version, which is a bit of a shame. You can, however, do it on the Xbox version, which is now on Xbox One. I know this because I kind of just wanted to play it. For some reason, I was expecting like an updated version. I don't know why I was expecting an updated version. That never happens. Why would you update that game at all? But no, it was exactly the same as I remember it, which was cool. Which also meant that if you really wanted to become a god or defeat a god at level 1, oh yeah, that's easy to do. Okay, let's collapse that, and I think we're now ready to connect these two together. We'll need to be mindful of the hips, because a man's hip, so I'm assuming that he was once a male. If, my drawing's hip ratio is anything to say about it, he needs to be... Oh, hold on. There you go. It needs to be pulled in a bit. Oh, wait a second. I'm silly. Let's do this again. There you go. And we can angle this. And you know what? We can angle all these. Come here. There you go. I hate Windows so much. It literally locked me out because it forced an update. Oh, no. You got mixed up with that update. It didn't let me use my mouse. Oh, yeah, actually, at where I work, one of the computers is locked up because of their stupid new update. I'm not gonna say Mac doesn't ever have any bad updates. Like seriously, for some reason Mac, in their infinite wisdom, thought it was a great idea to get rid of 32-bit programs. So any game that I could play on this, I no longer can, which is rather annoying. Now I know what you're going to say to me next, Michael, why would you ever think that having a gaming Mac was ever going to be a good idea? And to you, I say, yeah, you're right. Why would you ever think that? But that wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, because I do a lot of audio work, I would like a rather protected computer. And in my schooling, because I went back to school for audio design. Did I need to? No. But it got me access to a lot of really cool gear that I wouldn't otherwise have gotten access to. But anyway, my teacher, his name was Mr. Konzelman, and he was a character. But we'll get to him at some point in our lives. He used Mac, and that's just what we used, and I got used to it, so I just started using it. And then, of course, when you have any computer, you think, can I play any games on it? The answer is technically yeah. I could actually VirtualBox Windows on this thing if I really wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could. But even so, it's like, okay, well, there are still games that are made specifically for it. And then, of course, Apple decided, you know what? I know you had aspirations of, playing games on this, but no, I'm afraid no. We are a company of professionals, and we like making professional products. We don't make toys. And so they scrapped that. So yeah, it was quite. I mean, out of all the first world problems, it was the worst. It was the worst. Clearly, it was the worst. And now the next computer I wish to buy will be Linux, but never Windows. Similar to, what you're going through, actually. But no, my main reason for not going back to Windows was the vulnerability aspect of it. And this system, of course, has vulnerabilities. Every single system does. How's that hip? You know what? I could probably just widen you because you kind of look a little skinny. Vulnerabilities. Yeah. One of the things that really upset me was at some point my computer literally blew up. Well, thank you, Mr. Angel. Thank you, my friend. I can find better though. We can challenge that statement. But anyway, thank you. All right, that should be good for now. With you, you have an elongated body, so I mean, you're going to be proportioned very strangely, and you're supposed to be. In fact, we can even elongate you more. But yeah, my computer just crashed and died at one point, and so I was like, okay, this is strange. The hard drive basically just blew up, and then a day later, I got a phone call from somebody telling me, hey, by the way, your Windows license expired. You need to pay money for it again. It's like, it wasn't a hard drive. No, it was my motherboard. My motherboard blew up. And also, how do you know? So I was pretty upset. Someone yesterday told me the same thing. This guy wanted to go home from work, but his 10 started acting up. Yeah, Windows. Bill Gates, before you do anything else in the world, could you please just fix your operating system? Before you fix the world, please fix your operating system. It sucks. Okay, now we need a long neck. A very long neck. Gotta stop it. There you go. I think once I get the general silhouette down, and as long as I stay under technically 600 faces, but I want to say like 530. At that point, I can start putting in more details and make him look a bit better. For now, for blocking everything out, I think this will be fine. Let's see. Yep. How do you look on the front? No. Oh, hello. Okay, I can fix that. Look at this. Little kind of like concaves right here. I can fix that. There you go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I've been told by multiple people, especially during like my TSTC days, my schooling, like you need to stay away from triangles. I mean, yeah, you kind of do, but I mean, when you really think about it, all these squares are nothing but triangles anyway. Sure, and I mean at this level, it probably doesn't matter. I could, however, bring these up. No, that's fine. Feet, these, okay, and need his spinal things. The head will actually be a separate object, completely separate from everything else. And these really could have been separate objects. Ooh, actually, that would be nice. Because if we look at my drawing right here, it kind of looks like a Cell from DBZ. How his joints would work. Like here's the armor piece, and then here's the I guess we'll just call it the cod piece. And the way I've drawn it, it looks as though this is actually a socket. And this lump right here could either be a texture, or I can actually put physical geometry there. That's actually a cool idea. Okay. Yeah, this is literally part of the process. You do something, and then you take it back and make as many adjustments as one needs. Triangles are bad for subdivision surface. Yes, they are. And creating pinches. This is actually, yeah, that's actually very true. But if you want subdividing, no harm. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. Which I guess is another reason why I don't care about having triangles. So yeah, thanks, Tommy. Let's see. Let us... I just want to work on one side. Ah! Do not look behind the curtain. Get rid of that. All right. I am hoping, and I know I'm a little slow today, but I'm hoping to get this done before, I believe, 4 o'clock? We got, what is it? It's Good Friday today, so I would help set up for an event. So I'm hoping to get everything done. This again. Let me see. Let me just do that real fast. And I want you. Oh, hello, Danny. We were just talking about you. All the good things. All the good things. Especially how one should subscribe to the Danny. Yes. A fantastic channel. Doing fantastic things. I think, what was it? Not this last stream you did, but it was the one yesterday. I think you mentioned that there's an event. Yeah, there's an event script that you were going to be writing as a tutorial. I'm pretty excited for that one. Well, I can do cutscenes. I've never actually worked with events, so that specifically interests me. Where are you? There you are. Give me. I need this socket. Oh, of course, nice things. Of course, nice things. Let's see, I have a socket here. That will probably, okay. Let's see, add more geometry or not. Actually, yeah, let's see what happens. Wrong buttons. If I do this, I think we have enough. Yeah, I think we have enough faces that we can afford to have some fun. So let's see. Yeah, events are quite useful for a lot of things. So I've seen, just from your small example. Which, by the way, was real nice. Great for looser compiling between scripts. Interesting. So it's efficient then. That's always good. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. How would that work? That should be fine. That should be fine. Bloody hell. Let's bring the cod piece down then. In fact, you know what? I would like to do this. I've just added probably unnecessary geometry, but hey, it's fine. I'll probably end up deleting and kind of reshaping this once in a while. We'll see what happens. And let's just bring that in a bit. Unhide, not you. Not you. Wait. Oh, coupling, not compiling. Okay. I think I understand. Unfortunately, my codecraft, even linguistically, is still a bit bad. Getting there. Getting there. Let's see. Keep forgetting. Oh, go away. There it goes. I need to mirror that. It's more about keeping things only concerned with themselves and not... Hold on. This might be... No. Okay, good. It's about keeping things only concerned with themselves and not amalgamating into spaghetti code. Gotcha. That's actually one thing I've been trying to stay away from, spaghetti code. Trying to be as consistent with my coding as possible. A, because it's way easier to read, as I'm sure you know. Maybe everyone knows. But yeah, it's just, it works a whole lot better. Like, I can't tell you how excited I was when I actually learned, it's silly, but whenever I learned how to use switch statements, it had become one of my favorites. And soon, it'll be something else. But for right now, I like switch statements. That way I don't have an if inside of an if inside of an if that has even more ifs. And then if and an if and an if and an if. So, you know, spaghetti code. Which is exactly how, in TSSC, that's how we learned to code. Not joking. Yeah, for the art side, for my game design course, yeah, there was some rudimentary coding involved. But it was literally spaghetti code. Let's see. Okay. I keep looking at this thinking, man, this proportions are off, which I mean, clearly. All right, now I think it's time that I can start working on the spines. Actually, no. That angle is terribly wrong. It needs to be more like so. In fact, I kind of want... No, I don't need that ridge there. That ridge is completely and utterly unneeded. The next stage is state machines. Yeah, at the moment, that's how I'm trying to build my my AI at the moment. Still kind of a bit fuzzy on how state machines work, but once again, getting there. That's a fun rabbit hole to dive in. Yes, I completely agree. We'll see how it all goes. Let's see. Now, if I'm looking at my own drawing correctly or interpreting it, there is actually up here on the hip, there's a bit of a shield there. That actually would get away. That pivot, it wouldn't work as a pivot. And I could also stand to expand this a bit more. At this point, when it comes to any logic questions, I pretty much ask my wife. Which is funny, because at this point, she keeps telling me, you probably know more about all this than I do by now. Like, maybe in terms of, like, getting it done. But in terms of, like, reviewing logic, nah. Not at all. That's you. That's all you. Thank you. I like yours, too. Like, the latest monster that you've been making. From a potato spud. Specifically, yeah, I did. That was fun. I really like that approach. Like, really like that approach. Let's see. How do you unite two objects into one in Blender? Ah, perfect question. So real fast, let's go ahead and do that. So for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and collapse these real fast. What you do is select one object while you're in edit mode, and then what you do, you would select another one, and then you'd come up here to object and join. Now you can connect them together, or sorry, you can join them together if you have the mirror modifier on. The problem with doing that, however, is if you collapse, it'll probably collapse. And you might have like two of the same faces overlapping over each other. Won't always happen, but it's kind of how it is. Nature makes things weirder than when I come up with it. Nature is indeed a very strange place. Freaky. Like that Australian desert spider that I told you about the other day. Ugh. Ugh. Really fun to see two talented guys at each other's streams. Yeah. Actually pretty fun. I agree. I actually, Danny's stream was the first one that I actually found fun. I mean, that wasn't specifically like screaming at a game all day. I think someone else pointed out they were a musician actually, and they don't usually like going to other musicians' streams normally because it's a bit boring. I don't see why, but maybe that guy's super talented. I don't know. But yeah, it was fun. At what moment do you decide to apply the mirror? Well, hold on. At what moment do you decide to apply a mirror? I haven't figured out that part yet. Okay, cool. Another good question. So you apply the mirror whenever you want to work on one side, or if you want to duplicate what you've already done evenly onto another side. So, for example, let me collapse this. Let's just say that I want to move, say, this vertex around, but I also want it to be exactly the same on this other side. So in that case, what I would do is, of course, I would delete all these, like so, and then I would apply a mirror modifier. And then, just so everyone knows, for anyone who doesn't, always, unless you want your vertices, all your vertices to kind of like pull through like so, hit the clip button, or clip tick. Oh, wrong one. That way, it can't. Or if it does, you can pull it back and snap together so it doesn't invade the other side's space. Now, what I can do is I can move one side, and then it affects the other side as well. It's very good when you want things even on both sides. And even when it comes to, like, say, arms or whatnot. To make this work, it has to be zeroed out. Like, if your base model, like my torso, it's zeroed, right? And you want the arms to be even on each side, you got to make sure that it's pretty much zeroed out on both sides. And then what you can do is just go into edit mode, move your stuff around, and then say, oh, I like it over here. And then you add a mirror modifier mode. And bada bing, bada boom. There it goes. So that's pretty much when you would end up doing that. Like, Mike, if they intersect in the middle and you don't want them to overlap, just enable clipping. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there is already a mirror modifier to it. So one or two arms is not. Let's see. So when do you decide to apply? Oh, when do you decide to apply it? Comes a solid object. When you texture. Okay. So when do you apply it? When you texture or not? It really just depends. Personally, I'll generally wait till I'm ready to texture. Before around that time is when I'll usually apply it. Due to the fact, and part of that is actually due to the fact that the sprites that I'm working with are so not sprites, sorry. The texture sheet is so small, 256 by 256. So say like on this arm, I might texture this one arm, and since it's mirrored, the UVs are overlapping. So that means that I can basically just paint this one arm, and then the other side will be painted too. And then around the time that I'm either done, or at least at some point, most likely when I'm done, whenever I'm done texturing, then I'll apply it. And that way I don't have to, all my UVs are already set, and I don't have to really worry too much about texturing. Even after you apply it, you can always delete the vertices on the side and mirror it. Yeah, that's true. That is true. The best answer is like whenever you view it appropriate. And you kind of have to feel it out, but you'll get it. Okay, now let's work on these spines. How many? Let's see where these plates are located. 1, 2, 3, technically 4. So, yeah, every single one of these. Cool. can always delete what we're not using afterwards. Gotcha, thanks. You bet. I hope that's a sufficient answer. Personally, I find writing a script kind of helps organize my chaotic thoughts a bit better, but I do hope it served to help. Oops. Oh yeah, that's probably why I don't do a lot of streams actually. Yeah, just disorganized thoughts. Oh well. Part of self-improvement is doing the things that you're not particularly good at anyway. Let's see. I think this is probably gonna work out right. Oh, I thank you, Danny. I am blushing again. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Instead of doing that, I could always just do like that. Let's see. Trying to think to myself, you know, how would this actually look? How would the chitin actually look? It's curved a bit, and then we have, and actually it's pointed. Curious if I should point that. That'd be in this. When I mirror the thing, it'll be in the same. Oh, let me bring this closer to myself. I'm not wearing my glasses. Read comments on a laptop. Let's see. When I mirror the thing, if instead of being the same way, that it was before, or is it just back to this side? Reading comprehension is slow today. Let me read that again in my head. Gotcha. Whenever you mirror anything, it mirrors it on the offset of the mirror is wherever its center is. So whenever you mirror something, it will literally create a clone of what you're already working on. It mirrors the opposite side. Yeah, it will. Actually, you can actually control what side it does. So at the moment, this music is distracting me. Let me turn this off. Yeah. So at the moment, I am mirroring it on the x-axis mode, which is, you know, if you look up here, you know, X is this way. But I can also mirror it on the Y. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, no, it is. Not F. Stop that. There it is. Mirror on the Y. You can also mirror on the Z, and just wherever the middle is, it pretty much just does it pushes it to the exact opposite where the center is. And since technically, say like on the Y, my Y is zeroed out, so it's centered. If I were to move it on the Y-axis, then yeah, I'd move it about. So copies it, flips it over on the opposite side wherever that axis is. Here's the opposite. Why change the center? Ah, another good question. All right. Let's see if I can answer that by just showing it. Anyone here know about the background music? This will be faster. Let me get to this. Yeah, the background music is whatever this is. I can't remember what it's. I just looked up Death Dreams. I don't know what this says, but I like it. But it's also sometimes distracting. Gotta redo that. As for changing its center. So at the moment, let's say I want to change its x-axis. You know, I can go into edit mode, and then I can change its physical location over here. However, when I go into, so that was object mode. When I go into edit mode, it's a bit different. I'm just going to select all the faces at the moment, and move it to 0, and that's what you can do. So realistically, you have two. If we're just gonna focus on the x-axis for a moment, you have basically 2 layers of positions. In object mode, this is where we'll say the physical container of your shape, that in physical space where that is in object mode, that's the first layer. And right now it's at 0. You can change it wherever you want, which in turn changes its child, which is our physical shape. I like to think of it in Unity terms, where technically our shapes, it's a child of an empty object, which you cannot technically see. That's a stupid way to do it. But anyway, object mode, whatever your shape is, its first location is right here, and you can change that wherever you want. I'm just gonna 0 everything out. So we change that all to 0. Its first layer of position is 0'd out. That's cool. But that also means that, when you get into your second layer, in your edit mode, you can still change the position wherever you want. And whenever you mirror anything, since we'll go back to that, its mirror location is actually bases that position, its center position, off of wherever your position is in object mode. So I can move this over here, and you'll notice that we still maintain a distance between these 2 arms. But if we were to go back into edit mode, and I need to move the arms over here, you'll notice that, one of my arms is way over here now, while this one is not. That's because it's still judging its position off of its kind of like object mode position. That's how I'm going to explain that. So if there's ever a time when you're like, maybe you want to move something around, you want to center it, and we'll just stick that. If you want to center it, go into object mode and just hit everything to 0. Go to edit mode, 0 everything out, and then you can be sure that everything is in the center of your entire project. Everyone knows about the background music. We did that. How will you make textures from this? Oh, how will you make textures for this monster? For that one, I'll be using this program. I don't have Photoshop. I had Photoshop. I no longer have Photoshop. But I fell in love with Clip Page Studio. It's usually what people do for like making mangas and comic books and stuff like that. Really, I bought it for the brushes. Whenever I'm done modeling this, which will probably be at this rate, probably a little bit longer. But I'd probably start texturing it tomorrow if I'm done today using this program. Dude, you've been looking at this place for ages. Oh, you want to change the music? What else is there? Ah, yes, this one's good. I say good, but yes, no ads for me, thank you. Go away, ads. Oh, you bet. Yeah, I hope that very long-winded explanation actually helped. Because oddly enough, it's not exactly the easy answer to explain. All right, back to the spine. Just say that the mirror is dependent on the object's center of mass, which is the yellow dot. Oh, yeah. That would have been better. That would have been way better. Thank you. This is why writing is amazing. But life is not scripted. Life is raw. Let's see. I only texture paint in Blender. I'm terrible at painting with other programs. Actually, it's funny you mention that. Even though I did say, I'm not a liar, I promise, that I am going to be using this, I also use Blender's texture paint function as well. Specifically when, like, say if I had a seam here, it's a lot easier to draw over seams in Blender's texture paint function than it is, you know, over here. Okay, now we have all these extra stuff. Let's see, how would that chitin look? Should be fine. Yeah, actually, they're probably too long. Whoa. You have to make a UV specially to... Oh, okay. You'll have to make a UV specifically to be textured in Photoshop or something like that. Kind of. I guess I never really thought of it like that. Never really thought of it as special. Really, whenever I do any UV stuff, I try to take up as much space as possible and just be hyper efficient with it. Well, as much as I can be. A lot of that depends on my topology. Let's see. We shared this course. Yes. I just use Photoshop fixes. Blender pick tools are good enough for simple painting. Yeah. Yeah. Some people are insanely good with using the one brush that is provided. Really, I think some people make their own brushes for Blender. I haven't done that though. Don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why, and the answer is actually rather simple. Whenever I need any like fine detail brushes, boom. Okay, I figured it out. Oh, good. We have a revelation. This is good. The Eureka moment is highly coveted. Oh, nope, get over here. Alright. They actually still need to be a bit thinner. Oh, well, I'm just going to be deleting that anyway. Why am I bothering to move you? Alright. Actually, I just had my own revelation. Let me see. That out a bit. I think for now that will be fine. Let me just do some touch-ups. By touch-ups, I mean get rid of some unwanted vertices. Let's see. Yeah, it's possible that could be. What is this song? Better question is, what is this album? Oh, it actually has an English translation that I can read. Reflections. The song itself. 514. Oh. I'm going to assume that's Reflections. I don't know. Sounds a bit like Apex Twin. Apex. I'm going to have to look that up. It's funny. I forgot there was a YouTube channel that specializes in weird music, and I heard it for the first time, and like. This doesn't sound exactly like Akira Yamaoka stuff, but I interpret it as somewhat of the same vein. And also, when I worked at Acer once upon a time, and I guess there's a Yeah, there's actually a story to the reason why I even started listening to these specific tracks. So I used to work at Acer, right? And it was rather stressful. It was also kind of funny because it was actually one of the easiest jobs I ever had. I was repairing computers at the time. Which, by the way, they're Acer Chromebooks. Horrible. Well, maybe they work, I guess, but I always ran into the broken ones, obviously, because I had to fix them. And oh wow, I hated them so much. But that's beside the point. Yeah, stressed out the entire time. So I was like, okay, I need a song, or songs, a group of songs that is just pulsating rhythmic stuff. And well, yeah, Akira Yamaoka stuff is really nice. At some points, I just kind of wanted to reach like just a meditative state, where I can just stay there and just keep calm and find happiness. And that's when I found this music. It's repetitive, droning. It just exists, and it just kind of helps calm my nerves. Despite how weird it is, it's quite soothing. I think we've reached... Okay. And now we're about to reach a point where it's going to make way more sense as to why his body is shaped the way it is. Until I get this, I used to write listening to noise and drone music. Yeah. It's about the time that I started working at Acer that actually found out what the noise scene was. I mean, yeah, there's always Akira Yamaoka, but yeah. One by one is actually stressing me. Sorry. Can't be helped. It cannot be helped. Right, let's add some of these arms and... Hold on. Yeah, we'll do this later. But I think we're at a point where... Oh, gosh. No, we're not. You're going to stay there. Never mind. I'm not moving that yet. Let's go ahead and get these arm things done. Now, let's see. Technically, there's a ball and socket right here. I can kind of fake that by taking a rectangle and closing one of the ends off, which would be nice. It'd probably be faces 300. Might be way too many faces to actually build that. This little socket right here. So we'll try the first option. Oops. Oh, the music just pumped up. By pumped up, I mean slightly changed. Let's see. No. Well, hello there, and welcome to the chat. Now, what I'd really like to play is some of Polyphia's music. That's what I've been listening to the most for, I don't know, like 2 months straight, almost. But I would prefer not to get any copyright strikes. Just a preference. So they help select the invert to SG, then yeah, it cannot be helped. Gotta put the baby back? Alright, I understand. Have a nice day, my man. Probably see you tomorrow on your stream. Maybe. We'll see. Tomorrow is a very, very busy day. Have a good night, my man. Is this the like PS1? It could have existed back. Actually, was this song made back around that time? Probably not. But yeah, I think it definitely kind of fits that time period. Just a smidge. Let's see. Save on Polys. I want to collapse this a bit. All right, so for this particular configuration, what I'm thinking is, whenever this collapses, like whenever I actually bend this limb, these two will pinch. I'll have a bit more space here, but this should work pretty well. I just have to test it out. The only issue is I won't actually have a space between there. Huh. Pinching wise, that should look pretty good. That should work. Smells like Noisy Hill. Aye. It's that, yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's kind of drawn to it. I think that will actually test that out. I'd hate to hide all this other stuff. Let me rig this real fast. I'd hate to like make something and then just not work very well. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Let's see if I'm right. It smells like Noisy Hill. And that right there can be the quote knockoff game, the game that's inspired or something. Oh wait. I can't believe I forgot. I do this all the time. How in the world did I just forget? Hold on. Not clear parent. There it is. Okay. I straight up forgot how to rig something. That's embarrassing. Just did a video on it too. What do you... Well, what do you key on this for your YouTube channel? Huh? Oh, where am I from? Okay, we'll go with the second one first. And then we'll go with the first. I am from the glorious state of Texas. What is Texas, you may ask? Why, my friends, it is the land of barbecues, brisket, steak, and burgers. Yes, the glorious state of Texas, where everyone's friendly and, like, even 2-year-olds have guns. I'm almost not joking. It's a glorious state. Freedom reigns and other stuff. All right, let's see how this works. Hey! Okay. Hold on. Joking aside at the moment. But yeah, Texas, that's where I'm from. As for the first one, for what do you keen on this interesting case? For what YouTube channel are this? I do not actually understand the first question. Forgive my ignorance. If you could clarify. Okay, there we go. So there's the pinching. It's actually not that bad. So technically I would have limitations. But if I was actually I kind of like it. I mean, yeah, I can't just technically have like a pinch limitation, but I kind of like it. It doesn't need to like bend so far. So yeah, dude, I think that would work. Are there better ways to do it? Oh yeah. Well, I think I like that. And now let's just get rid of this Goodbye, no longer need you. Unhide everything. Oh, where you're from? Oh, no, I already did that one. Okay, that's good. Alright, centered. Fantastic. Here. Move from the side. And, oh, like model. Where are you? Chest. Let's go ahead and boom. Do I know Kazakhstan? Oh yeah, I've heard of it. That's where you're from, huh? Cool. Off to the side. Let's try like 40. Okay, let's try negative 45 degrees. I asked you this way, but you probably missed it. How is your game project coming? Okay. I thought I answered it, but if I didn't, I can go ahead and answer it again. Not that bad. All right. So currently, corporate entity is a bit on hold. Not that I'm not working on scripts that will be used for it, but at the moment it's on hold to work on a pretty decent project for the channel that I wanted to give to the channel as kind of a gift. Just a lot of people just seem to really find what I've been doing helpful, and it's been a very humbling experience. So I was like, okay, well, I think it'd be really fun to do something really cool for the channel. Like anyone who wants whatever, the thing that's being made, can have it. It's for free. It's not you don't pay for it or anything. So I didn't really see the need to. I mean, a gift, if you pay for it, it's not a gift, And also, I kind of figured if I can provide like good, it could be like a good example on what to do, and also probably what not to do, or at the very least, ideas. I can't say too much without like revealing what it is. Because I kind of want it to be a surprise, but I think everyone will like it. Everyone will like it. And then when I'm done with it, there are assets that are being made for that project that I can then export over to corporate entity. So it's not like the game isn't fully. It's not like it's still being worked on in a sense, but not in a direct way. So kind of on hiatus, but kind of not. Mainly the thing that's going to be transferred over are scripts. And then whatever I have made will inevitably be expanded upon in the game. Excuse me. Actually, when I last left off on that project, I started working on AI. Damn. So where did this go? Actually, no, this is wrong. Needs to be more. And distance-wise, we can you up a bit more. I'm actually pretty excited about releasing the project, but it's just not done yet. Also, it might be a good way to get. Hold on. No, I say no more. I'm from the land of. You're from the land of what? What? Wait. Message redacted. I've never heard of this place. Where are you from the land of? I need to know. You don't just start that that statement without finishing. I must know. Alright, oh, actually, you know what? This torso should probably just be moved out more. In fact, I can just do this. You must tell me what land you hail from. I must know. By the way, you made your bug's legs. They can be bent in C# instead of S. Hold on, my brain's not working. Hold on. By the way, the way you made your legs, they can only bend in C shape instead of S shape, like in the concept art. He's correct. I'm blind. So blind. Thank you. Embarrassing. Let's see, we're... Never... Cannot find rotation. Strange. Rotation. Cool. That's not what I want. Oh, okay. Global, not global. Well. That's fine. So I don't know where the rotation option is. Though I don't need to because it was negative 45 here, so it doesn't matter. Let me see. You should probably fix that. Yeah. I'm from the land of devolution. Now I know. And now I know where you hail from. You know what? Actually, the way this claw would probably work is that one may be better off not being deformable. In which case, hello. Okay, now let's make ourselves a claw. And hold on, let's be sure that lengthwise that would probably work. So from rotation joint, boom, to here, which will bend this way. Yeah. Okay. You know what? No, let's make that a bit longer. Excuse me. Let's get this another cube out. Mirror mode. We don't want clipping. And now, let me think. I can fix this later if I don't like it. Only the front segment should be deformed. Yeah, the way I have it. Yeah. Oh, hello. Cool. Get over here. Let's see. Just say we like this for now. Shield here. What if I do this? That actually does not seem to work well with me. Let's see. That would probably be like so. And technically, this has a cup. See if we can get away with that. This up here. Let's see. Being rather spare with UVs. Let me see. SY, move this down. Although technically this works, I think I'm just going to make this a try. And it'll just work better. There you go. That works a bit better for me. Okay. way skinnier, that's for sure. Let me see. Skinnier this way. Skinnier that way. And that bit of a, let's call it like a cup shield, can come down a bit. Almost there. Oh, wrong way. Okay. You technically bend down a bit more. Doesn't necessarily need to. Might be nice. And to fill that, I just pressed F. What? F. Not F. That might work. Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay. And because everything's so poly, I'll probably just end up collapsing these together. Just keep them same. You. Here, come here. Join these guys together. Okay. Whoa. Keep forgetting. There you go, that's better. Ah, Claw indeed. Soon he will be ready to scratch, tear at his enemies. Which there are numerous. He has so many. Okay. And of course, I will rig this up to make this look not as silly, but for now I think that'll be fine. Let's make smaller versions. In. Oh, come here. That should be fine. Let's bring it out a bit slightly more. Actually, it's probably you that needs to come out slightly more. Quick cursory change, glance, anything that may need to be done. And then before any texturing happens, I'll go over everything and make sure the topology is exactly how I want it to be. Alright, for now, that should be good. Heavens. This. You decided to do something really strange. Cool. 90. 9. Oh, duh, dude, that's why. Got it. There you go. Now for our beautiful little corpse, man. Let's see. I think that will be fine. And then I think he'll, if his arms were straight, they'd go like so. And let me check something. I stand up. Cool. Good. I'm just checking the distance between arms and where they would normally be on the hips. They'd actually normally be right here, which actually looks about right. I can probably extend his body just a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that. That way he just has an insanely long torso, so whenever I animate him, he should have a really hard time staying straight up. Because he's really off balance. His spine should technically not be able to support, this much of a torso. Which is what I want. So let's go with that. And if I need to, I can just change that at a later date. Oh, what the? Okay. There we go. And in. Should be fine. And now it's time to do the hands. So for the hands. The hands. What to do with the hands? Well, first let's make a ball and socket joint. And that could stand to be just a little wider, I think. Very good. Not quite as good, hold on. Could round that out a bit more, but I don't think so. I don't think I will. Let's see. And if I feel like I need to add more vertices anywhere, I can add them later. I think for now that will work. It's actually very thin. Finish a few things first, and then I'll work on the topology a bit more. Okay, so let's see. Arms. I think I'm probably just going to do a 3-fingered hand. See how many faces. Oh, we're high up there. I'll take away faces later. We'll just focus on getting the topology right. Hands. Most people hate working on hands. I wish I could tell you that I am not one of them, but unfortunately I'm kind of one of them. Get that down, put it here, boom, boom, boom. No, come here. Yep. Okay. No. Assuming that this is how this portion is going to end up being, we'll just let a texture do most of the work for when it comes to hiding that. Oh, hello. Okay. That'll be good. Oh, 1 second, I gotta check on something. I lost track of time. Okay, so rehearsal time is 4:30. Or a new Dead Space game, really. Wait, I wish there was a new retro Dead Space game. Or a new Dead Space game. Yeah, that would be really nice. One that's single player, not multiplayer. Personal taste. Alright, everyone. It seems my timing in terms of when I need to actually get things set up for everything was a bit off. I actually need to go and set everything up because it is Good Friday and there is sound, there is music that must be made.
It must be played.
Oh my goodness. And the guy who's not a sound guy is currently making feedback, so I must go fix this. So, thank you all for coming today. I'm really glad I was actually able to answer some questions directly. That was cool. I think we'll do this again. Hopefully next time we'll actually finish it. But yeah, when it comes to making any of these models, yeah, this is kind of how it goes. Long process. Thank you once again for coming. Love every single one of you. And I hope to see you again on the next live stream, which will probably maybe tomorrow. We'll see. It's a busy week. And now you must look behind the curtain. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright guys, I'll see you around. See you soon.